What's going on, guys? The live-action Beauty and the Beast hits theaters March 17th. So we here at Screen Junkies set out with the simple task of determining the best Disney princess ever. I know, right? But we're going to figure that out today. And we've got a pretty cool panel of Disney fans to talk about it with. First, she's one of the hosts of Disney-inspired YouTube channel Thingamavlogs, and she's a self-professed pretentious Disney fan, Sarah Sterling. Sarah, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And he is also a host on Thingamavlogs. You might have seen him as Prince Eric online, and he's one of the hosts on Game Talk, Leo Camacho. Thanks for being here.
Oh, hey, thanks for having me.
And you know this guy, he's the curator of New York Times best-selling graphic novel, Love is Love, and the author of Batman 66 vs. Wonder Woman 77, Mark Andreyko.
Good to see you again.
So for the purposes of these rankings, we are using the 11 canon Disney princesses, plus Moana and Elsa. Come on, they deserve it.
13 enter, 1 leaves.
Yes. Oh man, I'd love to see like a blood sport of
Battle
Disney
Royale of
princesses.
Disney princesses.
Okay, each of these 13 Disney princesses were judged in 7 categories. The categories are royal lineage, quality of sidekick, independence, singing/theme song, intelligence, relatability, and talent. We received the votes from our judges. We tallied them, and the results are in. Buckle up, this is gonna be quite a ride. Coming in at the bottom, the lowest ranked Disney princess, according to you three, Aurora from Sleeping Beauty.
Wow.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Mark, you had her extremely low rated.
Yeah, I gave her straight zeros with the exception of royal lineage.
I think you brought down the total quite
Yeah,
a bit, because she
yeah.
was not my lowest ranked.
Yeah,
princess.
you
She
Real-
doesn't do anything.
She
She
sleeps.
pricks her finger and sleeps until a guy kisses her.
True, but in the categories of sidekick and singing, she ranks pretty high for me.
Oh, what does she sing? What's her signature tune?
Once Upon a Dream is a Disney classic. She has a great voice.
I scored her pretty low generally as well, but I gave her a pretty decent score for royal lineage because the reason she's even banished to the forest is because she's part of a royal lineage that Maleficent is really pissed about.
Wow, and who is her sidekick?
Her sidekicks are the fairies.
Technically, her sidekick is that glass bed.
Sleeping Beauty is taking a dirt nap because she's last on our list.
Yeah.
Oh man, a classic. She's ranked 12th by you guys. Snow White. Why so low on Snow White? Leo?
What does she do? She runs away from her troubles. She goes to a cottage in the middle of the forest. There's not. I mean, there's
Well,
nothing interesting. She's
She,
not
does, she
intelligent.
doesn't even run away.
Give her
She gets
some
chased
credit.
away. She doesn't decide to run
Yeah,
away.
exactly.
She's escaping
Yeah.
murder.
And let's
She
be
really
honest.
helps the cause of little people.
And those little people are the only high score.
Yeah.
She got a good sidekick
Yeah,
score
great
because
sidekick
if it weren't
score.
for them, she'd be homeless.
13 for a side. Yeah, great for a sidekick.
Yeah, great.
Her
It's all seven.
intelligence rating is low.
Super
She's
dumb.
kind of
Because,
dumb.
like,
Oh yeah, what's one of the dumbest things she does?
She chokes on an apple.
goes into a stranger's house and just gets in a bed and falls asleep.
She's mighty pretty.
I gave her a low talent score also, because
What does she do?
she bakes a
She
pie.
cleans.
She cleans.
I wash and sew and sweep and cook.
There's gonna be no Cinderella story today because Cinderella came in at number 11. Wow.
The first 3, bottom 3.
Boo.
Yeah.
Wow, that's shocking.
The first 3, that is insane. They're the bottom 3. So what do we attribute that to?
Well, they were getting the hang of how to create characters.
Yeah.
You know?
Female character development in mainstream media wasn't really a thing.
That's an excellent thought, Leo. The portrayal of women in Disney movies, these animated characters, has evolved over time.
But I did find her fairly independent, and I did find her fairly, fairly intelligent, and there was a relatability because we've all, whether you have evil stepsisters or you have a big brother that gave you noogies when you were a kid, that sort of sibling dynamic is relatable. I'm
Don't
really
take
shocked.
me back to that point in my childhood, Mark. What was the highest category you had for Cinderella, Sarah?
I
What'd you
had
mark her
her
highest in?
evenly for sidekick, theme song, and intelligence.
Oh, she had some fun sidekicks, those mice,
the
right?
mice.
They helped her
Yeah.
make her dress the first time.
The dog, Bruno.
Coming in next, Elsa from Frozen, coming in at number 10. Wow, so
Should have been the worst.
should have been the worst, says Mark
Should have been the
Andreyko. How did you rate her, Sarah?
I rated her really low with sidekick and intelligence and relatability, and very high for a theme song because Let It Go is maybe the most iconic, newest Disney song.
I balanced her out because I gave it a 0 because that's the worst
Really?
theme song ever. It felt like it was grown in a lab and it should just be called Anthem.
I mean, it's catchy though.
I don't think you can. You can hate it or you can love it, but it is a phenomenon.
It's like my whole life got turned upside down.
I gave her a high score on talent.
Yeah, her talent's amazing.
She built a castle out of ice.
I gave her
She's
a
a- she's-
low
she's a
one
mutant.
because it's
a
a superpower.
Elsa is frozen out. of the number 1 spot. Up next, coming in at number 9, Merida from Brave. Not exactly the most popular Disney princess film of all time. Leo, talk to me about your scores for Merida. What's something you rated her high in?
She got a high score on talent. She's actually my second highest rated in talent.
Oh, wow.
Because her archery skills are through the roof. She actually beats out the neighboring countries in archery.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's very talented.
Sarah, any thoughts on Merida? Good, bad, otherwise?
I rated her high in Independence because her whole story arc is about doing what she wants, following her path. Rated her extremely low on singing and theme song because it's not a musical.
Yeah, I'm like,
theme
did she
song.
have a song?
No,
Do
well,
ba-
there
or
is a
bagpipe?
song.
There's bagpipes in it, right?
No.
There's a song in the movie, but she doesn't sing it.
She's a talented archer, but she's not hitting the bullseye today, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, coming in at number 8, and I remember I argued on a movie fights for this being my favorite Disney princess of all time, but she's only coming in number 8, Mulan. Mulan.
That is
I thought
so
she'd be higher.
surprising.
Yeah.
I thought she'd be higher.
What did
Sarah.
you do?
She's not. I gave her a 0 for Royal Lineage. She's not
yeah.
a princess. She's
I gave
a
her a 0
commoner.
also.
Now she got great scores in quality of sidekick because Mushu's actually really funny. Independence. She defies her family to go.
Oh, hell yeah.
The theme song is pretty great, even though Donny Osmond's involved in it.
Well, is Reflection the theme song, or is I'll Make a Man Out of You the theme song?
Okay,
you gotta
which
think
is it?
about it. Christina Aguilera.
Both are great.
Both are great songs,
Yeah,
actually. This
so-
is a movie that's really underrated.
Yes.
So she got really high scores from me all across the board, with the exception of the Royal Lineage part. And since this was about princesses, it's important that she's
Ooh,
actually
that
not a
dragged her
princess.
down.
Yeah, I'm surprised because I feel like we all rated her very high except for Royal.
She was middle of the range.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for me.
Mulan falls by the wayside. Coming in at number 7, oh, let down your hair for Rapunzel. Leo, how'd you rate her?
Rapunzel in talent number 1. She's got 1,000 talents. So
Yeah.
her life is developing talent.
She
Wow.
grows hair.
No.
If that was a talent, Hal would be a
Painting and
superhero.
Reading,
Her
and
opening
playing
song
chess,
is about
and
all the
making
talents.
dresses. Yeah.
7 a.m., the usual morning lineup.
Yeah.
And it's like chess and painting and sewing.
Sarah, I want to talk to you. You had Rapunzel tied for your second highest rated princess.
That's true.
Tell me what you like about Rapunzel.
I think I rated her very high for sidekick because I love Pascal,
Uh-huh.
and he actually saves the day at the end of the movie. So, like, one of the best sidekicks on this list for sure.
Kills the villain.
Kills the villain.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
If you haven't seen it. So.
Yeah.
I rated her very high on talent. I rated her pretty high on singing also. I See the Light's a great song.
Lowest in Independence, though. Locked in
Yeah,
a tower.
pretty low.
She stays locked in that tower. Number 7 on our list. Coming in at number 6, from Princess and the Frog, Tiana. Now, Mark, you had Tiana ranked pretty high. Tell me about some of your scores on Tiana.
Independence. She's one of the really aggressively independent ones that doesn't. She was a reaction to a lot of the complaints about Disney princesses, but feels very timeless in spite of that being based on the zeitgeist of the time.
Leo, tell me about Tiana's sidekick.
I rated it low because I forgot about the Firefly. And he's one of the most emotionally interesting sidekicks of all time.
How could you forget about the
How
Firefly?
dare I?
What's Tiana's signature song?
I would say it's Almost There, which is a great song. I rated her very high for song.
Yeah, that backs up your...
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think Princess and the Frog is one of the most underrated of these movies on this list. I think people need to revisit it.
Well, too bad Tiana couldn't leapfrog the 5 other princesses in front of her. We are hitting the top 5 Disney princesses of all time. Coming in at number 5, from Aladdin, Jasmine. So, Mark, you had Jasmine rated off the charts. Talk to me.
I think Jasmine's a great character. Usually when there's a lead in a movie, the love interest is just kind of there as a prop. And in this, Jasmine is arguably a more interesting character than Aladdin because she is so progressive and such a vibrant, real character. She's an equal to the lead.
I hear you on that, but you know who doesn't hear you on that? Leo, who rated Jasmine very low. Leo, go ahead and shit on Jasmine.
Yeah, let me take a big old dump on Jazzy. She was really polarizing to me. She got the highest in Royal Lineage because it's a long line of the Sultan and the palace is huge and all that stuff. But in talent, she got the lowest score for me because she's just a princess who doesn't have to do anything for herself. When she finally does get at it, she tries to have independence, so I ranked her low there because she gets out.
She sneaks out of the castle.
Yeah, and then can't do
And is
anything.
High independence.
Oh, no.
No, she's not capable of taking care of it. She doesn't even know in her own city that she'll lose her hand for taking an apple. She doesn't know how to pay for anything.
Her sidekick, though, is great.
Raja?
Yeah.
It's a tiger. It kills people.
Let's talk about her iconic song, though.
Well, I would say A Whole New World isn't even her song, right? It's
Yeah.
about her and Aladdin's showing her a whole new world on his magic carpet.
It's arguable that A Whole New World is Aladdin's song. She's such a vibrant character that it feels like a duet, even though it's technically not.
She overpowers that song for sure.
It wouldn't be the same song without her.
No, absolutely not.
I guess she didn't rub the lamp the right way because she's not moving on to number 1. The live action version is coming our way, but Belle from Beauty and the Beast coming in number 4. Mark, she might have been your highest rated.
Yeah, I gave her a 0 for lineage,
Yeah.
but everything else, top scores.
Wow. Sarah, you had more pedestrian scores for Belle.
Here's the thing, Belle's one of my favorite princesses, but I have some huge problems with her. But
Oh,
I feel
lay
like
it on us.
I think she's very pretentious, and I call myself pretentious. But her opening song is her just being like, "Look at all these fools."
They're just peasants.
Well, that's because none of them know how to read, and she likes to read. That's not being pretentious when everyone around you is an idiot.
I do
Yeah.
agree that they are idiots. When Gaston is your high standard,
yeah.
Now, if Gaston's a catch, you're living in a really bad town.
I gave her the best sidekick score, by the way.
Here's the thing. I realize you guys probably rated her high for sidekicks for the enchanted objects.
Yeah.
Those are not her sidekicks. Those are the beast sidekicks.
Yeah, but they become hers.
No, her sidekick
They're not
is
the
Philippe.
Beast sidekicks, they're the Beast employees. They
Yeah.
become her sidekicks.
I don't buy it.
They're the
I-
ones
They
who
choose
guide
to be
her.
around her, they're forced to be around
Yes.
the Beast.
I didn't even.
Wow,
think
so
of
many
them.
controversial hot takes today. Talk to me about Belle's song.
Everything she sings is f***ing brilliant.
Yeah. No, I rated her very high for song and singing.
Leo, what'd you rate her lowest on?
Lowest was on talent and royal lineage.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not talent. She can read. That's not a talent.
Belle did not go beast mode today. She falls at number 4.
We gotta leave. We have to.
Listen, if you're allergic to puns, this is the wrong place to be today.
I'm loving it.
Thank you. Number 3, Pocahontas.
Yes.
Pocahontas.
My girl.
Yeah.
Pretty high scores except from Leo. Leo, you had a pretty... You have fairly pedestrian scores for
they're all
Pocahontas.
She's middle of the road, I guess.
Middle of the road.
Yeah, I don't feel like she stands out particularly in any one area, but she's, efficient in all of them. Royal
Okay.
lineage, she's a daughter of a chief, and he's probably the son of another chief, and so on and so forth. That's pretty good.
You had her rated pretty high, Sarah.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what you like about Pocahontas.
I think her sidekicks are great. Flit and Miko are great. Also Nakoma, if you want to count Nakoma.
Oh, girl.
I love Nakoma.
Don't want to talk about that Tumblr post.
High in royal lineage, high in independence. She basically lives her life the way that she wants to live
Yes,
it.
she does.
She's got good talent, though. She jumps off a cliff with perfect form, no splash.
I actually
Oh,
gave her
wow.
like pretty middle talent.
She's got some killer songs.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
what's her iconic song?
Colors of the Wind.
Colors of the Wind,
My
yes.
favorite Disney song of all time.
Oh,
so
Just
I rated
Around
her
the
pretty high.
Riverbend.
Just around the riverbend.
Oh man. Just like her beautiful swan dives, she will not make a splash in today's competition because she falls in at number 3. You guys, we're down to the top 2. Does it get more exciting? I don't think so. The number 2 Disney princess. The Little Mermaid, Ariel.
You mad?
Why you mad?
So Mark, Ariel is your highest rated by far, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Royal lineage. She has multiple great sidekicks. She's independent. She has great theme songs. The intelligence is arguable, but she's always wanting to learn.
She signs her name on a form to get legs, then can't convey that to the prince to tell him her name.
Or what the situation
She's
what the
got no
situation is.
voice.
Yeah, she could
could
write.
write it.
She wrote her name, Ariel. She could have written in the sand.
So yeah, Leo, you had Ariel rated, fairly pedestrian scores.
Yeah.
Tell me about your rankings.
Well, obviously, royal lineage, like you were saying, is totally there. Sidekick Sebastian is one of the best sidekicks. He keeps
Yes.
things in line.
Sebastian is definitely the stronger sidekick, and then Flounder, and then Scuttle, who's absolutely useless.
Useless, but
Flounder's great, though, because Flounder being so nice and so naive allows Sebastian to be a little saucier. If Flounder wasn't there, Sebastian might come off a little mean.
Oh, great point. Yeah, they balance each other.
but she's a dummy. She can't convey a story without her voice, which makes her worthless, basically. And talent, what does she do? She flops around. That's not talent. But she's the number 1 of my theme songs.
Yeah.
It's the
Part of your
best
world.
theme song of all the Disney
Disney
movies.
princess.
Wow.
Yeah, part of your world.
Part of your world. She's not going to be part of our world
There's
anymore.
something fishy that she's not number 1.
And
You
other
guys are making
puns.
me so crabby.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 Disney princess of all time, Moana.
Moana.
Wow. So, Sarah, you had Moana scores off the chart. Talk to me about why you love Moana.
Royal lineage is high.
Yeah.
She's daughter of a chief. Same situation. She's going to be chief herself. Extremely independent. Her theme song is a new classic. How Far I'll Go is great. And Ali Cravala's voice is incredible. I find her extremely relatable and very talented. Wayfinding when, there are no more wayfinders.
It's true. It's true.
I gave her a low quality of sidekick because Hey Hey is stupid.
Doesn't do anything. Relatability, number one for me. Intelligence, she's pretty bright.
I gave her high intelligence because
Yeah.
she realizes that the island is in trouble and no one will listen to her.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong, I put her very high on my list, but I just think putting her at number 1, I don't think she or the movie has earned it yet.
I don't care how new she is.
Yeah.
If you make a good princess, you make a good princess.
There you go.
Moana's the best. She's the princess that Ariel wishes she was.
Yes.
Ooh,
the girl
it's
who can
true.
take charge of her destiny and actually accomplish something.
Wow.
Yeah.
She makes the number 1 Disney princess of all time. What do you think of our list? What do you think of our scores? And who, in your mind, is the greatest Disney princess of all time? Tell us in the comments section. We want to know. And I gotta thank my awesome guests, Sarah Sterling, Leo Camacho. Check them both out on Thingamavlogs. And Mark Andraco, always great to see you. Thanks for coming
Always
by,
a
buddy.
pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. I'm Hal Rudnick. Hit me up on Twitter. Bye-bye. Hey guys, did you know that this end card works with your phone now? I know, right? Click the boxes below to watch more Screen Junkies videos and click the Screen Junkies logo to subscribe and get this show, honest trailers, movie fights, and more.